Watching season 2, episode 1 of Breaking Bad. So the last season left off pretty cleanly, really no cliffhangers, and I believe that is because there was a writer's strike going on at the time, and season 1 was supposed to be more episodes, but like I previously mentioned, I was happy that it kind of ended that way because it's been about 2 weeks since, almost 2 weeks since I last watched Breaking Bad because I had two surgeries. I got a balloon sinusplasty and I got my wisdom teeth removed. So, doing better now. I'm really excited to get back into Breaking Bad. And I have two worries going into this. One, Walt at the end of last season seemed to be enjoying crime and Dancing with Danger like a little too much, especially in the last episode. And I had mentioned how he had previously had to feign confidence. Now it seems like he needs to be going the other way, where he's very confident and cocky and needs to be playing up the old, timid Walt, especially around his family and around Hank, because Hank is on his trail, which brings me to my next worry, which is Jesse. With Jesse, I'm very concerned because Hank seems to be on Walt's trail. They have the mask that they found in the desert. They know that it came from the school, and I think they're going to start looking at previous students. And Jesse, I don't believe, has a great record. I'm not sure if he's been arrested before, but he seems to be at the Crystal Palace a lot. Hank and the rest of the DEA team seems to meet up at the Crystal Palace. They know it's not a good place. So I'm sure if push came to shove and they started asking around, I don't think anyone is 100% loyal to Jesse where they wouldn't give him up as someone who deals to them. I also worry for Jesse because I think he's always had a great respect for Walter going back to his school days. I also think that he worries about Walt because he has cancer, just like his aunt, who Jesse cared very much for his aunt, it seems, and he knew a lot about cancer from when she had it, and that's why he's saying, oh man, that's why you're doing this. You're doing this for your family. You want to leave your family with money. And as we saw with Jesse as well, he took the fall for his younger brother who had a joint, which basically excommunicated him from his family, but he was willing to like fall on that grenade for his brother. And I believe that he would do the same for Walter. And I also believe that Walter would have no problem kind of selling Jesse down the river. He has looked out for him. He got him that extra money from Tuco. But again, when push comes to shove, at the end of the day, I do believe that Walter would prioritize himself over Jesse. Having said that, I do think that their relationship is very father-son-esque. I do think that Jesse looks up to Walt, and I do think that Walter is warming up to Jesse and their relationship. But Jesse's position, like on the team of the two of them, was to sell the drugs. And now that we have Tuco, what is Jesse's position going to be? I think it's still like his house is going to be used for cooking for the time being. And I do think that Walt going through chemo and radiation is going to need to rely on Jesse to help him cook. But again, Jesse's in a tenuous position because he doesn't have family, he just has Walt and Hank's on their trail. So with that, let's get started with season 2. Starting off in black and white. It's a little too quiet though. Is this Walt's backyard? Oh, here come the sirens. And an eyeball. Professor Moody? That's not a human eye though, right? 'Cause there's nothing sticking out the back of it. Okay, it must be from the teddy bear. Ooh, Heisenberg. Looks like we have another explosion. Back at the junkyard to make another deal.
What is this? It's
Oh,
blue.
no, this is how last season ended.
Maybe blue, but it's a bomb.
Bomb. I don't really want to watch this guy get beat up again.
Heisenberg says relax.
I'm sure there must be like an Etsy shop that has Heisenberg Says Relax, like the Frankie Says Relax shirts. I don't want to watch this again. This was really good for Walter to see, though, because like I said, The last episode, he was getting way too comfortable with crime, and he was getting way too comfortable with Tuco.
Damn, man, look at that, look!
So this was a good reminder. Yeah, because look how scared he is. It's a good reminder of what he's dealing with. And to be more careful. Stop being so cocky.
4 years of college, $360,000, 107,000. Home equity line, 30,000. That's 137,000. Food, clothing, utilities.
It's a lot of math.
That's $240,000 plus 360 plus 137. 737.
Oh, there's the title of the episode.
$737,000. That's what I need.
Okay, but how about Jesse?
You and I both clear about 70 grand a week. That's only 10 and a half more weeks. Call it 11.
Jesse's definitely having PTSD after that.
Heisenberg! What the hell? What's wrong with him?
He's seizuring.
What's the matter with you? He needs an ambulance. He needs a hospital. Do something!
Dude has a brain bleed. He just seizured.
Get rid of him.
Tuco, we can't do him like that, man. I'm just saying, you know, that's not very Christian.
I do have a feeling he's gonna be found, though. Jesse. Maybe Walt can do these deals on his own. She's definitely getting close.
Hey, I'm back here. Hello?
Face the same color as the walls. Isn't that the color they did the baby's room too?
Walt?
He had a rough day.
Can you hear me? Walt.
Hey.
Hey, yourself. Where have you been? Okay, you know what? I've got all this crap on my face.
Walter.
Stop it!
That was him trying to take control because he's losing control again. I think he was trying to get back that feeling of cutting it close with the law and enjoying crime, but crossed a line. We've crossed many lines.
I know you're scared and you're angry and you're frustrated, and I know none of this is fair, but you cannot take it out on me.
Hey, I'm home.
Walt Jr. has some questions. Who is that for? I'm not gonna get on him for trying to protect himself, especially considering.
Dead man! My phone rang like 8 times last night. Dead air, hang-ups every time. Second fact, like 3 in the morning, I saw that black caddy of his cruising my neighborhood. No
if he
headlights.
wanted to kill us, he would have done it at the junkyard.
Did you not see him beat a dude to death for like nothing? We are witnesses. We are loose ends. Right now, Tuco's thinking, yeah, hey, they cook good meth, but can I trust them? What happens when he decides no?
Jesse's talking sense.
It is him or us. You understand? It is him or us!
How would you do it?
What do you mean, how would I do it?
Specifically, how would you do it, step by step?
Hey man, he got the gun.
As his head is down, you know, giving it a snort, just pop, pop, pop.
Pop. Pop. Pop what? Pop what?
Pop,
What
pop,
about the
so
guy he
3
brings
shots.
with him?
I mean, Tuco is usually with someone else, right? Maybe even a couple of guys, his dealers, his posse.
I don't know, is Jesse just being paranoid because we saw him paranoid in season 1?
Now, at this point, how many shots have been fired? I mean, you've got to be running low, right? How many bullets does that gun even take?
Is the safety on, Jesse?
It's not that easy, is it?
Hey, man, well, you did it.
Yeah, he uses bare hands though. Yes, technically Jesse hasn't killed anyone yet.
Call Skylar. Listen, the big lug and I are gonna go try that new restaurant over by UNM tonight. So let me know if you guys wanna hang.
All right, I'll let you go, so call me.
Skylar didn't pick up?
Obviously, she's not home.
Now he's picking up on something.
Hey, what was that about Chinese?
Dinner tonight, that new place.
You got David,
Is it stolen heels?
No, that's Thursday.
Look, baby, you only got 6 more sessions.
And I'm doing them. Hank, I said I would do them, and I'm doing them.
I think Dave is really helping you.
Just listen to that Weather Channel vaporwave. She's gonna...
Sorry about that.
So what is she going to the therapist for, by his understanding? Because I don't think he knows about the shoplifting.
Hey! Hey, where's my phone call? Ow!
We're seeing people take out their frustrations on other people. Tuco with his guy and Jesse, Walter with Skylar, Hank and that guy, Marie and the little kid.
APD sent this over. This was about 8 or 10 days ago.
Holy shit, what was that?
Thermite. It's the kind of stuff you see on a James Bond movie.
Nice. You guys know their trade.
Wait. I take that back. Hey, try rolling it, morons. It's a barrel. It rolls. Jesus.
Methylamine, 30 gallons.
They're cooking old school biker meth. I'd say these two know their chemistry.
So that's the thing with Jesse and Walt. They're like pretty good at committing crimes, but they don't think things through all the way.
Better pray it's us who catches up to them and not those boys from Juarez.
There's Tuco. Or is it?
Hey, it's me. Thought I'd try you earlier this time, before you go out and, the extra baby weight.
Walt, did you spend the entire night out here?
No. I mean, I did have a touch of my stomach, and I knew I was going to be up and down, so I just didn't want to wake you. How would he know where I live?
You sure it was Tuco?
Well, who else could it be?
So is it Tuco or is it the boy from Juarez? Or who Hank was talking about?
And what happens when he finds out that my brother-in-law is a DEA agent?
I say we get a second gun, right? For you?
Got a better idea. Beans.
Beans?
Beans. Or just gonna grow a magic beanstalk? Huh? Climb it and escape?
We are going to process them into ricin.
Rice and beans.
Rice and beans.
It's toxic in small doses, also fairly easy to overlook during an autopsy. Now we just need to figure out a delivery device, and then no more Tuco.
I love how we wanted to work for Tuco so badly at the end of last season. Now things have changed. Who's that? Your dad?
Hey, Sky.
Hey, Hank.
Why do you have to be so creepy and go to the window like that? You can't really have a serious conversation in a rocking chair.
Did she send you?
Hell no. She's barely even talking to me. But if you could do me this huge favor and just return her phone calls.
Maria's a shoplifter, Hank. That baby tiara she gave me at the shower, I almost got arrested when I went back to return it.
He knows.
You knew about this.
We're working on it. She's got this therapist, Dave, and I mean, Dave is really good. Support the shit out of her.
I need support. Me, the almost 40-year-old pregnant woman with a surprise baby on the way? And the husband with lung cancer who disappears for hours on end and I don't know where he goes and he barely even speaks to me anymore? Now I'm supposed to go, Hank. Please, what can I possibly do to further benefit my spoiled, kleptomaniac bitch sister?
Fair enough. Let it out, Sky. Although this is the worst person to let it out to. He's trying.
You want me to take a look at that utility closet? All it takes. That's all it takes.
How are they going to get him to take it?
By the way, Tuco, there's a new meth formula we've been working on. Would you care to try it?
The last time he made Jesse try it in front of him.
Anyway, within the next 48 hours, maybe 72, it'll look like natural causes.
Are we sure about that?
Hey, Hank, what's up?
Oh, hey, buddy. You been home yet?
No. Why?
We're just trying to get her and Marie talking again. Big mistake. I should have just
Kept out of it. I'm at work, so. Oh, hey. Hey, you want to see something really freaky? Guess it could be worse, huh? We could be having a day like these two.
Two.
A couple of local bullet heads.
Gonzo is Gonzo.
No, it's my gun. I need it.
No, you don't. Not if you leave town. Get out of here. I've got to get home. My family.
I guess drugs just make you irrational, but I just don't understand why he would go after Walt and Jesse when he's how they make money. Those were just henchmen. They were human beings, but they were just henchmen to him. They don't cook meth that makes him hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Skylar?
I always like these scenes of him in the shadows. I think we're about to scare the shit out of Skylar, though. Yeah.
Walt?
What's the plan?
Walt, will you come in here and talk to me, please?
Yeah, I recognize these two knob jobs. Known associates of a psychotic piece of shit named Tuco Salamanca. Big one smells fresher. I see lots of blood, but no bullet holes.
He beat the shit out of him, too? Like, did they go back?
This guy wasn't murdered. Look, big stuff here was moving this guy's body when the stack must have shifted. He bled out.
Poetic justice. Oh, I love it.
Don't you just?
I was wondering how he said he smelled fresher. Because how would he know if Tuco shot him right after?
Would you talk to me, please?
I don't know where to begin.
Are we going to tell her the truth?
What the hell are you doing here?
Tuco in the back seat? Yep.
Get in. Let's go.
Did he grab the gun? Did Walter grab the gun on his way out? That's where we end? What is Tuco's game here? Like, what is the plan? I feel like this is not leading to him going to kill Walter and Jesse. I don't think we're headed there. I think maybe he sobered up and realized he lost like his two best guys, maybe. That's why he brings them around, or those are just his muscle. I just don't understand why he would want to kill Walter and Jesse after that when they're making him the product that's making him a lot of money that everybody's after. I know like drug addicts don't really think with their big brain and they don't really like make correct decisions, but I don't know if this is like the show making us think that it's going in one direction when it's really going in another. Maybe especially after that guy, after Walter and Jesse left and Gonzo got his arm caught between the two cars, maybe that just left him, Tuco, feeling really vulnerable and knowing that with two guys there that there's a good chance that people are going to be after him, because as we saw, Hank knew right away that they are in league with Tuco and they're going to be headed his way probably. So I don't know. I feel like the more I talk about it, I feel like Jesse and Walter aren't in as much danger as I originally thought. Like, I don't think Tuco is about to kill them. But I don't know. Maybe I'm completely wrong. I just don't see the point in him doing that, like, out of nowhere, unless he's just that upset and frustrated. But that was, like, kind of like a theme of the episode where nobody's really one-on-one directly dealing with their issues. We saw Marie and Skylar. Skylar is not picking up the phone calls from Marie. Marie is not apologizing or owning up to what she did. Skylar's taking out her frustrations on Hank when Hank got there, from like everybody, and I think that was much deserved for her to be able to get frustrated and let out those emotions and those feelings. That was totally her right to do that, and it was Hank, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like a safe person to kind of get angry at, because he's just one of those that's going to listen to you and be like, okay, so you want me to fix the water heater? So, I mean, that was a good person to vent to. But then also we saw Marie is not dealing with going to the therapist, and she took out her frustrations running over that kid's toy car. Then Hank, is not really confronting Marie strongly enough, so he took it out on the guy in the cell, and we don't really know if he's taking it out on more people and his day-to-day. Everybody takes out their frustrations on Jesse, it would seem, and yeah, Tuco takes out his frustrations on anybody in close proximity to him. But it's funny because the season finale didn't end on a cliffhanger, but the season premiere certainly did. So I'm going to get right into episode 2, and I will see you there.